Go ahead.
Okay, you remember Mrs. Exer, right?
Yeah, yeah.
She's a German lady, lived across the street, would sit on her porch,
She lived
or
on the same
she
side.
lived right across the street from us.
Oh, no.
No, she lived across the street and she could see in our house. And so, because we used to live on one side of the street, we moved to the other. So she used to turn all the lights off in her house at night and watch us all the time and accuse us of weird things. So in our neighborhood, the local bank got robbed. It was on the street called Elmwood, and everyone was like, "Whoa, you hear what was it called?
Midland.
Midland, yeah, Midland Bank got robbed."
Yeah.
She called the cops and said, "My dad did it." So the cops showed up at the door and said, "Oh, your neighbor, she said you robbed a bank." And my dad, of course, was
And
like,
he called the cops.
so she kept calling the cops who would come into our house, right?
Yeah.
So, so mom was like, "I'm gonna fix her," because at night when my dad would go to work as a musician, he was always gone at night. She said, "We have to do something to scare her." So we had this amazing friend who was black and gay, and during that time he'd come to our house, and my mom would make him eat watermelon on the lawn and stick the seeds at her because she was racist. So
Who
he
was
came
that?
over.
Who was it?
Tony Houston.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So Tony Houston came over, and I don't remember. I know I was there, Vicky was there, and Charlie. Charlie was really little, and what happened is that Mom made us fake kidnap Vicky and put her in a plastic bag for Mrs. Exer to watch to call the cops. So she turned on all the lights off, all the lights in our house except for, remember the hallway had the bright light.
Yeah.
So she was pretending to beat up Vicky and put her in a plastic bag. So she was yelling, like you could see her mouth open, "You stupid! I'm gonna kill you in the morning." So she's clubbing Vicky with shoes. And Vicky was in the bag. She stuffed her in a big trash bag, and they were kind of new at the time, those really big ones. And Vicky's laughing in the bag really hard. And then she dragged her down the two little steps, down the driveway. And then she parked her car, because you had a car at the time, that beige one, in the driveway with the light on. And you stuffed Vicky in the trunk and slammed and said, "I got rid of her." And Tony was following you, going, "Okay." And she drives around the corner really fast, parks the car. Her and my sister sneak back in the house. My sister gets taken out of the bag in the trunk. She peed her pants in the bag. Because she was laughing so hard. So she came out of the plastic bag. Do you remember that, right?
Yeah.
She peed her pants in the bag and then it's so funny. And then snuck in the back. I was in the house waiting in the dark.
Yeah.
Because you said the car wouldn't fit me. And they came home. We had the lights off, and so Mom was crouched down. She was crouched down in the hallway, going, "Did you see it? Did you see it?" And we never knew, and you were mad. That's when you did the watermelon thing.
Why was I mad?
Because we don't know if because she didn't call the cops.
Oh.
Because she planned the whole murder of Mrs. Exer. But my brother, this guy, and his friend, she was really racist.
She's a bad lady.
She got a new Volkswagen. And she never drove. I think I saw her drive like the Wicked Witch in a Volkswagen. And they put it on her front porch.
Yeah, we were sleeping in the clubhouse, and we got up around 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, crazy.
There were 6 of us, and we just picked up the VW and put it on the
Put it on
porch.
her porch.
Another time we tipped it over.
Yeah.
We put it
On the
on the side.
But I don't remember that. I remember the front porch.
The porch is great because the police were there the next morning.
Cause I remember that.
They're looking around like,
Yeah.
how'd this get up here?
Did I ever tell you a story about the Pretenders roadie that left his bus in the middle of Inwood Place and left and never came back?
No.
What?
Remember one of the first Pretenders tours? I flew to Buffalo.
Yeah.
And the Pretenders they took the bus. I think Chrissy and I flew. But we met at our house on Inwood Place for dinner. Because there was like 20 trays of lasagna waiting for us.
Yeah.
I have a picture of that guy. So we had a bus driver, a tour bus driver, looked like Superfly. And he always carried a gun, a big gun. And during that time it was kind of like funny but intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
And they made Inwood one way. Remember they made it one
Yeah.
way? So he pulls up in front of our house in Inwood, and all the Pretenders come out with all their chains and boots. Remember that?
Mm.
And they come into the house, because I remember they walked in and Charlie's like, "Marion only used to ever sit in her bedroom and draw and listen to music by herself." And it was funny, and it was all like cute and everything. The bus driver's just sitting there. He starts eating lasagna. He gets up. He said, "I got to get something out of the bus." Cars couldn't get down Inwood for hours. But everybody's like, "The Pretenders are at Marianne," He never came back. So we were finished, and we had to called a bus tow truck company in the middle of Buffalo. No one ever saw him again either.
Whoa.
His name was Tony. Maybe it was Tony Houston grown up. I never saw him again.
Ah,
Like he left the tour bus. That, those buses were big. It was a narrow, long residential street.
wow.
You know about the stop sign, don't you? In
Yeah.
Berkeley, yeah. Or was it Windsor?
Yeah,
Windsor and Bird.
Yeah.
Bird, Windsor, yeah.
Do you remember? Because Richard does remember when you spray painted the lamp blue.
What lamp?
They put out new street lamp. They put
Yeah.
up new bright
Yeah.
street lights.
Yeah.
And, because she would go, we know when the street lights go on. And it shined right into Richard's bedroom. He's like on the 3rd floor attic. And she's like, oh, fix it. I don't know where you got blue spray paint. And it
How did
stayed
they get
blue
you?
for years.
That was on 9, right? A 9 Inwood.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because I didn't have a bed. I didn't have a bedroom in
Yeah.
24. I
No.
slept in the chair.
You slept in
Yeah,
a chair.
then we moved to the
Yeah.
mansion.
Yeah.
And then I moved to the attic part, the other
The-
part.
the other
and
part.
I was scared. I was screaming one night because everyone always said, oh, there's ghosts here and
Yeah.
Roger was found dead, And I was all like freaked out, like psychotic. I gotta go because I'm gonna look for the car. He comes home carrying a bike. He carrying a bike.
That was my bike. It was my bike.
Yeah.
Swear.
And he goes, the bike was
God
all
damn
bent.
it.
He had a piece of a wheel and he goes, whoever said what happened, he goes, I just got hit by a
No,
fucking
he
bike.
said, he said, good, damn it, good, damn it.
And I remember somebody
I
said,
started to cry.
yeah, because he didn't care if it was your bike. And then I was like, where's the rest of the bike? He goes, under the bus. He never went to the doctor.
No, I know. And what Joey was like, what did he say? Like, he goes, oh yeah, Dad's dead. Right? Did he say, what happened? Charlie knew that.
Yeah.
Charlie tells the story. He
Charlie
said,
used to put dead birds in the desk drawer. He's
Yeah,
so cute.
Yeah.
Because he put her dog in the ice chest and the dog's head was stuck. And Mom put mayonnaise on the dog's neck to try to get him out. And he couldn't get it out. And I was laughing. And I was like, that's so funny. Because you'd open this ice chest and there'd be just a dog's head. So the cops, Vicky was crying, going, and I was laughing. And she was mad at me for laughing. And Charlie was like, but I thought the dog would like it in there. And the fire department comes. And they were really mad at Mom for putting mayonnaise on the dog's neck. They had to cut him out. He was so cute. Charlie had a little miniature desk of my dad's, a copy, because my grandfather used to be our grandfather was a carpenter, and he stole it from the school because he was a janitor. Sure. So you remember? So Charlie had a miniature desk, but he didn't know what to put in it because he was so little. So he would find because we had cats all the time,
Yeah.
which used to be like, achoo. He used to find little dead birds and go, look, I have something in my desk. And he'd open it and be like, oh, really stinky dead bird. Charlie was so funny. His desk, yeah, he called it his desk. Because he used to also say, remember the other day we were talking about something else he said that was really cute? I can't remember. Anyway.
we have to do this again.
On for hours, but I think they're unusual because I was into acting when I was young and speaking. I used to win speaking contests, if you can believe it. And I was in the finals of one of these things. And she went because I would win for the city and the school. And I had a pair of black tights on. Remember, I had to go out and I had a dress on.
Yeah.
We discovered that black tights had a run in it, and I was crying because I was late.
And didn't I color
And she
it?
colored it in my leg in with a magic marker. That's not the best part. She goes, no, I'll see it. And I was like, okay, this is great. I was all excited. So I go to school. Next day was the speaking thing. And I had a short skirt on and knee socks. And I go to school and there's marker all over my leg. And people were like, what is that on your leg? And I was like, my mom did it. Remember, because I was too afraid to tell
Yeah.
it was magic marker from
Yeah.
the running tights.
Yeah.
But that contest I didn't win because I was nervous. And right before I went on stage to do, because it was the statewide championship final or what countrywide. Remember the Richmond speaking contest?
Yeah.
And you said to me, oh, just picture them all going pews, because she called poop pews. Picture them all making pews. That's the thing I always wanted to do is have a website where you just honestly answer what your family called boobs, butts, businesses. Because one day I called Mom and I go, I have to go ack. 'Cause remember? And we were talking about how it makes sense that it's called ack. That was my aunt's kids, man. She had a husband that when I got pregnant from Mac, I was 20, 24. And I sent the picture of my aunt, who we all loved her. She was awesome, but he was kind of an old, grinchy Italian guy.
Yeah.
He blew up the picture of me as big as he could then. And he wrote, "This is what happens to bad girls." This picture of me really pretty.
Who did this? Joe?
Yeah.
Gee.
That asshole.
Vicky remembers a lot. Like, Vicky will say stuff left field about Mary, his mother. Like, she used to
Oh, yeah.
make spingies. Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta get together.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
don't think every family has stuff like that, but maybe we just
I think
it's
we all
special.
do. I think we all.
Like the whole, you with, she dressing up like a monster in the middle of summer just for fun with Mrs. Sprazza. Anyway, you guys, seriously, it's just
Yeah.
been, I have had such, it's the most fun I've had in a long time.